Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Castlevania, Circle of the Moon. Today is the final battle with Dracula in the Ceremonial room, but before that we're going to collect one last hidden upgrade, and then we'll get started. Alright, so let's go ahead and enter the boss room for a shortcut scene with Dracula, who we finally meet face to face after quite a long while for a bit of a verbal showdown. And Dracula, all snazzed up in his clothing, is a tad bit smug. Although if I were an immortal vampire with a pretty sweet castle, I might be a little smug as well. And then now he's just hurling insults Nathan's way. And Nathan, being Nathan, just won't stand for that shit, and so the final battle begins. And of course this battle with Dracula is like many others in the series, except instead of fireballs, he shoots out 3 different kinds of bats. There's nothing terribly difficult about this fight. Actually, there is nothing remotely difficult. A couple crosses and, like I said, he'll go down pretty fast. Now Dracula teleports away to an alternate dimension, and he just busts on in to save Morris, actually doing something useful for once. Alright, and now when Hugh leaves, we'll go ahead and enter the ultimate dimension for the final battle. With this monstrosity of a creature, pretty crazy, although he's not too difficult. This is his first form. He has 3 different attacks, which you will see all of them. These poisonous bubbles right here aren't too difficult. Of course, the whip spin is a great way to deal with them. And the only part that's vulnerable on Dracula is, of course, his eye. Also lasers, because this game absolutely loves them. Although Dracula's attacks are very powerful, and even having the shining armor really doesn't help. And now we're going to go into the second phase of Dracula, and probably the most redundant one of all. Now he'll continue to charge you for a couple rounds, and then transform into this really weird, creepy eyeball thing that's pretty hard to hit actually, and thus I am using the Thunderbird summon to help me out a little bit. Cheese the fight a little, speed everything up. So a bit of a plot hole I just realized is that Dracula is at full power now, as he said, but the whole point of kidnapping Morris and holding him hostage was to use his soul to return to full power. Doesn't make sense, but we'll keep on trucking anyways. Now the problem with the final fight with Dracula is that it's extremely redundant, and it really doesn't offer a lot. I mean, there's this eyeball, yeah, that's pretty weird, but really you expect something a little different. Dracula just generally just teleports into specific locations, and I guess the charge is interesting enough. There's even a special animation for Nathan when he gets hit for about 400 damage, which is absolutely crazy. But this is really the first time I've fought Dracula and finished up the game. And the music that's playing in the background is the original soundtrack of Circle of the Moon, Proof of Blood. And it's a pretty cool track. Nothing that special, but could be worse, right? And I believe 2 more swipes and Dracula will be as good as gone. And there you have it. That is the defeat of Dracula. Unfortunately, we did not get to see his death animation because he died up there and I'm down there. Oh well. And of course a little bit more plot because you haven't had enough. And Nathan just pops right in with the last word right there. And he gets the hell out of the place. No escape sequence, sorry. And down comes the castle. I better damn well have become a hunter. I just killed the Lord of Evil and Darkness, Dracula. And he was going to challenge Nathan. And so we have a very, very campy ending to Circle of the Moon. For beating the game, we will unlock Magician Mode, which allows us to use every DSS card we have gained. Or off the bat, use them right off the bat. And if you beat the game in that mode, you unlock a different mode and so on and so forth. All the modes are Vampire Killer, Shooter, Magician, Thief, and Fighter. And that's it. That is it for Let's Play Circle of the Moon. Thank you all for watching. Thanks to anybody who posted in the thread. Thanks to Mecha Prime for his unique fan art. And thanks for watching. There'll be a couple more bonus videos coming up. Specifically the TSS Exhibition Theater. And that'll be it. And once again, thanks for watching. Good night.